And we should be live.
Okay, this meeting is compliant with the governor's executive order N-29-20 issued on March 17, 2020, allowing for deviation of teleconference rules required by the Brown Act. The purpose of this is to provide the safest environment for staff, committee members, and the public while allowing for public participation. The public may address the committee using exclusively remote public comment options. The committee may take action on any item listed in the agenda. Public meeting videos. Members of the public may view the Open Space and Ecology Committee meeting by logging into the Zoom meeting listed below. Open Space and Ecology Committee meetings can also be viewed live and/or on demand via the city's YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/BrisbaneCA, or on Comcast Channel 27. Archived videos can be replayed on the city's website, http://brisbanecalifornia.org meetings. To address the committee, the Open Space and Ecology Committee, OSEC, meeting will be an exclusively virtual meeting. The OSEC agenda materials may be viewed online at www.brisbaneca.org at least 24 hours prior to a special meeting and at least 72 hours prior to a regular meeting. Remote public comments. Meeting participants are encouraged to submit public comments in writing in advance of the meeting. Aside from commenting while in the Zoom meeting, the following email and text line will also be monitored during the meeting, and public comments received will be read into the record during oral communications or during an item. You may email Adrian Etherton, that's AETHERTON @brisbaneca.org, or text 415-203-8897. You may join the Zoom meeting, www.brisbaneca.org/Zoom-OSEC. The meeting ID is 976-4295-0160. The passcode is 544511. You may call in at number 669-900-9128. Okay, it's official. The Open Space and Ecology meeting is called to order this Wednesday evening, April 21st, 2021. Roll call and introductions. So roll call, Michelle is absent. Glenn?
Here.
Barbara?
Here.
Jason? I know he's here.
Here.
Thank you. Shauna? And Ross. I don't think Ross is online.
Oh, Ross at this point.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Let me just double.
Okay.
Yeah, I got left in the waiting room for a while the other day.
Oh.
It was kind of funny, really. I was just talking away.
Okay. And so next slide, I guess the
Do we want to take a minute? We did tell people that we would not start the game until 7 o'clock to give people some time to get here and
that is true.
Get the game set up. So I don't know if we want to take a minute since we have some guests already here to go around and do introductions of everybody on the call. Perhaps we can, Mary, you could just start with the OSEC members and then we can allow the guests to introduce themselves briefly.
Sure. So OSEC members, Glenn.
So hi, I'm Glenn Fieldman. How much of an introduction do you want?
Just how many years you've been with OSEC?
I'm an ancient member of OSEC. I've been on the committee since, I even forget when I first started, I think 2006 or something like that. I teach environmental studies at San Francisco State University. I'm very interested in climate change and doing something about it. And I'm on the climate action plan subcommittee.
Great, thank you. Barbara?
I am the second most ancient member of the Open Space and Ecology Committee here tonight. And I have a lifelong interest in ecology and conservation. I was captain of my elementary school recycling team. And I am passionate about trying to preserve this planet for the future because it's something of interest to all of us. Thanks.
Thank you. Jason?
Hi, I'm Jason. I am one of the newer members of the committee, having just joined. I live on Kings Road, looking forward to getting to know people and know the committee better. Thanks.
Great, thank you. Shauna?
Hi, I'm Shauna Kalmes. I'm also a very brand new member of the meeting, and I'm looking forward to getting to know everybody here in town. I've lived here for a long time, but since I worked out of town for many years, I'm just now getting to know people.
Great.
I'm a roving horticulturalist.
All right. And I'm Mary. I'm chair of OSEC. I've been with OSEC. I'm in my 4th year. So unlike everyone else, I have a finance background. And so this has been very eye-opening, and I've learned a lot by being on this committee, and I do appreciate what everyone does. And it's really opened my eyes to the whole climate change, and I want to try and make a difference. So that's why I'm on OSEC. Okay, Adrian, did you want to give a little background on yourself? Or?
Sure. Adrian Heatherton, I'm the city's sustainability manager. I've been working for the city of Brisbane for about 3.5 years. I've been working in San Mateo County in sustainability for a little over a decade. Before this, I worked with a grassroots nonprofit called Sustainable San Mateo County, and I live in Half Moon Bay.
Great. Karen?
Karen Kinzer, I'm the Deputy Public Works Director. I've worked for the city for 26 years. And I manage capital improvement projects. I oversee the buildings and grounds side maintenance team and transportation projects, and have worked with OSEC for, you guys remember, 6 years maybe.
At least.
Great. Thank you. And Bob?
Hi, Bob Sage. I've worked for the city for 8 years, and I snuck in to help OSEC in between former staff member leaving and before Adrian got here. So that puts me probably 4.5 years with OSEC.
Great. Thank you. And then Neela.
Hello, I'm Nyla. I am a Climate Corps Fellow working with the City of Brisbane in the Public Works Department. Specifically, I help to support the Building Efficiency Program. I actually just got started maybe in February. Actually, it's not a question mark, it's period. I got started in February. And yeah, I'm excited to be a part of the team, and I've learned so much from OSEC. And so I'm excited to continue to learn more. Thanks.
Great. Thank you. I see a lot of guests online. I just want to welcome them and thank them for taking the time to join us for a game of Jeopardy. So I hope everyone has fun and participates.
You want to ask for an introduction of the guests?
Sure.
Okay, as your host tonight for this game of Jeopardy.
Wait, we're going to get an introduction of the guests.
I was going to say, our guests need to start thinking about forming teams. So maybe when they introduce themselves, they could introduce their team name too.
Okay. Okay, I see Greg Anderson. So hello to Greg. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm going to be joined by my son, Byron, shortly.
Okay. Thank you. Ellen. Hi, Ellen.
Hi, I'm Ellen Urick. I live in Brisbane on the Ridge, and in November it'll be 10 years that I've lived in Brisbane, and it's nice to meet new people. Hello. My husband is not here today. He's at our house in Southern California where he usually works as a musician, which he's finally going to get back to after 14 months of not working. I'm a chemist by training. My husband's actually a chemical engineer. We're nerds. We met in the chemistry department back on the East Coast, University of Delaware. I've been interested in, remember it used to be called ecology, right? Since the 60s, since I was a kid. And sounds interesting what you all are doing. So I don't really have a team, but
Teams of
anybody
one
wants
are
to join,
okay.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Welcome. And I see. Hi, Erin.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm Erin Becker. This is my husband, Jojo Martin.
I'm Jojo.
Hi there.
Uh,
Welcome.
we've lived in Brisbane for 10 months. Ellen, I am also a chemist. Yay.
Yay.
Yep, we're excited to be here. We're excited Brisbane has an OSEC.
Oh, good.
Yep, definitely. And moving here in the middle of the pandemic was really isolating and weird, and we're looking forward to things opening up a little bit so we can come meet you all around town.
Great.
I drive the
Great.
little orange car that you see shooting all over town.
Oh, okay. I've seen that.
Electric Fiat.
Yep.
Yep.
All
Little
right.
Yeah, I've got Teslas and a Bolt. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Love the electric cars. So,
All right.
well, nice to see you all.
Thank you. Welcome. And let's see, Beth.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
I'm Beth
Beth.
Grossman, and this is my husband, Stores Hohen, and
Ooh.
we're excited to play. We live on Sierra Point. I'm an artist and environmental activist, and I do something called social practice, where I do projects to get people aware of how to become active in environmental activism.
And my background is in science, physics specifically. I'm an inventor and an engineer, and really excited to be part of this.
Do you guys have a team name?
Putting us on the spot, Barbara. We hadn't thought about it. We'll come up with what.
Right.
I think let's be Coyote Bush.
Okay, we're Coyote Bush.
Can you change your name, your screen name to Coyote Bush?
Okay, we'll figure that out. Yeah. I think.
I'm trying to get ahead and entering the teams into the Jeopardy board right now. So far, I have everybody just as your first names, besides for Coyote Bush. So if you'd like to change your name from your first name, go ahead and change your screen name or just shout it out.
So are the OSEC members that did not come up with the questions going to compete in the Jeopardy game?
I certainly think that they are welcome to. Obviously, the Climate Action Plan Subcommittee members who helped make the questions are not allowed to play because they would be at a distinct advantage. But the rest of OSEC, has no knowledge of the questions, so I think we should allow them to play, unless anyone disagrees.
And are you guys willing to?
I don't think I'll get anything right.
Well, if you don't make it to the buzzer, you don't have to.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I
Okay.
guess that you don't know. So everybody, Mary, Shauna, and Jason will all play.
I think they should all be welcome.
Sounds good.
So I guess you are, Adrian, not going to put the names up until closer to 7 in case other people join, right?
That's what we talked about. So it does sound like we have a few minutes to wait for additional people to join.
Do we have to formally adopt the agenda?
You can do those couple things, right?
Yeah, get the housekeeping out of the way.
Yes.
Someone want to make a motion to adopt the agenda for tonight?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okey-doke. Agenda adopted. Oral communications.
Does anybody have anything that they'd like to address the committee on that's maybe not on the agenda?
Actually, I do. Sorry. I guess the Bayland Subcommittee was formed, and Ross and I were, I guess, nominated to sit on that committee.
Oh, great.
Just FYI, I got an email from Angel Ibarra and noticed that Ross and I were part of that subcommittee. We were supposed to meet, I believe, early in the week or late last week. I can't remember, but the meeting got canceled. It's been rescheduled to next week, May the 5th at 10 o'clock in the morning. And
We'll look forward to hearing all about it.
yes. And I did see they had the community, someone volunteered and pulled together a group of folks to clean the trail on Saturday. And I think Barbara was there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ross was there.
Yeah, I
And
saw Ross.
yeah, it was amazing how much garbage was, cleaned up from the trail. I saw tires. I took a walk later that evening. There was tires. I don't know. They looked like metal stuff. Tons of garbage. So thank you to everybody who volunteered and made a big difference. The trail is, love that trail. It's beautiful, and hope to keep it that way. So thank you to everyone.
Is this the Crocker Trail that you're referring to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, also, there's one other thing. Someone put a bug in my ear about the frog habitat. So I walk by there frequently. There's like a boatload of tadpoles. I don't know if you guys have seen it. But someone had mentioned that the city or the owner along that frog habitat will be weed whacking soon, and we don't want the habitat disturbed. So I don't know if I don't even know who to call, to be honest. Okay.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the end of Cypress?
Yeah, Cypress, that section there, as you walk towards the tunnel, that whole strip is frog habitat. It's
Right,
pretty
okay.
amazing. Yeah.
I think it came to light and started to get maintained isn't the right word, but repaired and improved after we inadvertently did weed whack it many years ago. So I believe everybody is very aware to not weed whack that particular.
Okay. Just want
But
to
I'll make sure.
Yeah, just want to make sure. Thank you. It's, with shelter in place, so many people are taking walks, and I notice a lot of people just stopping, listening to the frogs and looking at the tadpoles. So it's important to try and keep that going.
Yeah. Adrian, have you noticed that some people change their team names? Are you picking up on those?
I caught one. I just noticed Greg's, so thank you for that. I'm willing to.
What is my Greggy's team name?
The Way Things Are.
Ah.
And the Pinchy Place.
Get that one. I like it.
We're big crab fans over here. Not eating them. Not eating them.
What else are you going to do with them?
Watch out for their little pinchers.
They have the misfortune of being rather tasty.
Okay, I think that's it for oral communications, unless anyone else has something to bring up.
what have we got coming up that maybe we can talk at people real quick about a little bit?
Glenn?
We are working on both an invasive species ordinance for the city. We've been talking about that for a long time, and we're starting to work on that now. And also a dark skies ordinance. Both of those are kind of under construction. So OSEC has got quite a lot of work in front of us, and we'd love to have feedback on all that stuff. So come to a meeting and, tell us all about it.
Yeah. We're also working on the climate emergency declaration. Our climate action planning's been put on hold. What else are we doing? We do the habitat cleanup days, although we did not organize the Crocker Park Day, Crocker Trail, Guadalupe Trail cleanup day, but we do similar events. I know if Michelle was here, she'd mentioned that Mission Blue Nursery is open for business by appointment.
Yes. We're also working on the tree issues, which we're in the midst of that, pulling a charter together and what that committee would look like. I dropped off the Lippman Science Fair ecology winners. I brought up the 2 awards. I framed them and brought them up to the school last week. I'll send you guys a picture of that. What else? We do a whole host of things.
We sure do. We usually participate in Bike to Work Day, but that's not this year.
It's another Bike to Everywhere.
Yeah,
day.
Bike to Wherever.
Wherever, sorry.
Okay. That's in May, right? That's usually in May.
Yeah, they got to keep the acronym Bike to W, BTWD. Bike to Wherever.
Glenn has something.
We're also looking forward to the opening of the new library to the public. We want to work with the library staff on sustainability displays in the library. And so we're looking forward to being able to do that. We inaugurated a display space in the old library, but it was always kind of small and obscure. So we're hoping for a better position in the new library, which looks just beautiful. I'm excited to see the inside of it.
Oh, likewise.
Then tomorrow, the first day that it's open?
I saw a sign. I saw a sign saying something about it being open, just for pickup. So I don't think we can go inside yet. So
I know they're going to have like in-person hours starting soon, but I'm not sure. Kind of glossed over that email. What else do we do? We also do things that people ask us to do.
Yes, that is
Hint.
true. Yeah.
Hint, hint.
Yeah. And we also just finished with the Crocker Trail Master Plan. We have a draft of that. And so I know a lot of the community members were involved with taking surveys on what they would like to see on that trail. So I think a few folks, some of our guests were part of that. So that's exciting. And I believe the paving will hopefully start soon. Karen, what's the deal on that, on the next steps? Is it the paving?
Yeah, the resurfacing, well, it's funded for next summer.
Okay.
So we're still, because it's federal funding, we just found out, if you'd watched the council meeting last Thursday, we have to do environmental site assessment. That's checking if there are any contaminants in the soils, and an archaeological study.
Oh, I think that was like a $65,000 request. Yeah, okay. All right.
So we found that, just, I don't want to take too much time, that because we can use crusher fines instead of decomposed granite, it'll cost less, and we can probably put in some of the lighting maybe, and some of the wayfinding signs and a few other things. So.
Oh, that'll be nice.
A friend of mine joined. And so because we need to dig into the soil, we have to do those further studies. So we got to kind of see what comes up with that.
Okay. So mid-2022. That's good news. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great.
So I noted that we did have one new person just join us, Kelly. I'm not sure if you'd like to take a moment to introduce yourself, and I assume you're hoping to play Climate Jeopardy.
Yes, I'm a very good friend of Karen's. My name is Kelly Seringer. I run a couple hedge funds in the cannabis space. A venture fund that's an impact fund where we put young cannabis companies through accelerators to get them on an ESG platform, and then an ESG screened cannabis fund in the public equity space. So that's me.
And does not live in Brisbane.
That's
yeah, I live in Sonoma.
Oh, wow, nice.
And Kelly, would you like to play Jeopardy under Kelly, or would you like to give yourself a different team name?
Can Karen help me?
I know the questions. I can't help.
Oh. No, I'll play under my name. That's good.
All right, great. And then I also see that Beth, aka Coyote Bush, has her hand raised. So I want to go ahead and give her a chance to speak.
So this is Stores. I just wanted to speak a little bit about the Crocker Park Trail. That I use it for walking twice a week, and I have really enjoyed that there's little artwork around the trail that, you know, that someone is leaving there as like these little tokens, and they're just surprises, and they're always changing. And if there's any way that we could continue that, it is just marvelous. It makes it so fun to walk across a stump, and then it's like, oh, there's a heart on that stump, or there are hearts woven into the chain link fence. It's been just marvelous set of surprises. So if you all know who it is, thank them. I really appreciate it.
I can tell you that's my friend Deanna Washington primarily. I think some other people may have also made contributions, and she calls it Nature Doodles.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how long she plans to continue it, but you know, if you see her at the market or whatever and you tell her, I'm sure she'll keep going.
All right, so we are at 7:01, so I want to go ahead and get the game started. I cannot adjust teams after I say go, so I just want to double check that I have everybody before I click Let's Play here. Ellen, Pinchy Place, Coyote Bush, Shauna, Jason, Mary, The Way Things Are, and Kelly. Did I miss anybody that should be playing? The Way Things Are, I've got you. Okay.
That's good.
Great. So I am going to stop my screen share so I can, oh, actually, I'm sorry. I needed to share one more thing so we could share the instructions. So let me go back. Hopefully you're back on slides.
Yep.
And now you see setup.
So, is this my turn?
Yes.
Okay. So set your Zoom screen name to your team name if you have not already done that. Teams cannot be added or changed once the game is launched. I think Adrian already mentioned that. If you are in the webinar as an attendee, do we have anybody waiting out as an attendee who would like to play? If so, please use the raised hand function now. I'll give Adrian a minute to just give me feedback on that.
Sorry. Trying to get things set up.
Okay.
And I think I've got music playing. Perhaps a little unexpectedly. Let me kill that. I do not have any other attendees.
Okay, so for the main round, we'll have 6 categories, 5 questions each. Just like traditional Jeopardy, you name a category and then name the number of points that we would like to select. You may start from 100 and work up to 500, or you may jump to right to 500, depending on your confidence with the category. We will also, if necessary, we have a bonus round of 3 categories, 5 questions each. In order to answer the questions, please open the chat window. You can type anything into the chat window that you wish. It can be your name, 5 an exclamation mark, whatever. And when you are ready to answer the question, hit enter to send that chat request. And then we will take answers in the order that the comments are submitted into the chat. If your response is correct, you will receive points and be able to choose the next category. If you should happen to make a wrong answer, you will lose points. And then also, oh, there's something that crossed my mind. That wasn't on here. Oh, as with traditional Jeopardy, be sure to phrase your answer as a question. Karen will keep the windows clear by entering the category and point for each question. And the winner will receive a $50 Clipper card and a bunch of yays! Now, did we miss anything?
Is everybody clear on the chat? Maybe we should have a little test chat. Everybody open the chat window and make sure you've got that ready.
That's a good idea.
General question 100. So that someone chose it. You can really enter, if you're a participant and you want to go fast and you want to buzz, you can just put gibberish in there.
Yeah.
Because it'll recognize who entered it. So you don't even have to enter your name. You can just enter gibberish.
Okay. Yeah, anything.
You just want to be, if you know the answer, you want to be first.
Got a question there. You want to look at that previous chat entry again, maybe?
Is each question a competition to be the first to answer? Yes, just like Jeopardy, except we have more contestants than 3. You've got to hit the buzzer first. And instead of hitting a buzzer, you're typing some gibberish in the chat first and hitting enter.
And be sure you can pre-type whatever you want to type into chat and then just wait to hit resend, return, enter,
Guess you're
whatever
gonna-
your computer says.
If you haven't watched Jeopardy, you'll have to figure it out as we go.
Okay, so I think we are ready. I am going to let you all know that while I am sharing my screen, I am having a really hard time actually finding my chat. So Karen and Bob are actually going to be watching the chat for me while I am running the game board. And so I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing the slides so that I can share the actual Jeopardy board.
Once Adrian has this set up, you might want to resize your window and your chat window so that the chat window is not over the questions. We'll give everybody, I think, a second to do that and make sure they're all comfortable once you've got it up.
Right.
And we decided to let Nyla choose whoever, the person to go first at random since she doesn't know anybody.
All right, so I think the next thing to do is to introduce the categories. So tonight's categories are natural environment, climate impacts, carbon footprint, buildings and energy, solutions, and global. Nyla, go ahead and select our opening round person to pick our first category.
How about Pinchy Place? Would you like to go first?
Sure. So I just pick, say, solutions for 100.
Yes.
All right, so I've entered solutions 100 And after the question is turned over, the first person in the chat will get the first chance to answer.
Great. All right. These miraculous things are the best at sequestering carbon dioxide.
And we got the way things are.
You think that would be trees?
What are trees is what what are trees is what the person who's never seen Jeopardy before meant to say.
My teammate answers for the team.
Excellent. Off to a great start.
So now you get to choose the next
category.
The way things are. What would?
Oh, we're supposed to select the next category too. Would you like to?
Correct.
Byron?
Yes.
Yep.
Maybe natural environment 100.
Produces 60 to 70% of oxygen and covers the majority of the Earth's surface.
I got Kelly first. You're on mute.
Sorry, it's the Zoom culture now. We're always on mute. Is that algae in water? Or what is algae in water?
Ooh, we're actually looking for a different answer.
Oh.
Next is Ellen.
What are the oceans?
Mine was more specific.
Sorry, Kelly. We were looking for a simpler answer, I guess. Ellen, go ahead and choose the next.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Global for 100.
The international agreement that former President Trump left and President Biden rejoined.
We have Ellen again.
The Paris Climate Accords.
Can you?
What are the Paris Climate Accords?
Need some background music.
Right. On a roll.
Global for 200, please.
Say again.
Global
for 200,
please.
The percentage by which we must reduce carbon emissions by 2050.
God, the way things are.
50%. Oh, what is 50? I'm wrong anyway. 200%.
Sorry, next we have Ellen.
What is 65%?
Adrian, you have to make the sound. And next we have Kelly. You're muted again.
What is 30%?
Oh, wow. This is a tougher question than I thought, I guess.
There we go. And we have Mary.
What is 75%?
Okay. And nobody else tried.
I think we have Coyote Bush, yeah?
Oh, okay. Yep. Coyote
Okay.
Bush.
What is 40%?
Wow.
Oh my.
Adrian, I want to.
Yeah, sorry, hang on. I'm struggling with my controls here. All right, I think I'm just, let me see if I can actually just show you the answer.
Oh,
100%.
100% reduction by mid-century.
wow.
Wow.
Okay, who chose the category? I think we go back to the same person that selected that.
Ellen.
All right, Ellen, go ahead.
Well, since that was such a success, let's go for global for 300.
All right. 1.5 degrees Celsius.
We have The Way Things Are.
I didn't mean to type it that way.
Yeah.
What is the largest survivable temperature change? Or is that not a great question?
I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah,
We had the goal, the international goal for the maximum temperature rise, but I think you are that's a close enough answer.
I can't edit my chat, can I? I can't edit my chat.
No, we can't go backwards, but
That's okay.
it'll go off screen pretty soon.
Okay, what are the categories? Let's pick carbon footprint for 300.
Oh, right in the middle.
Jump into the middle of the board.
This is the biggest source of emissions locally and in the state and nation.
We have Ellen again.
What is traffic? Motor vehicle traffic.
I'm gonna say that's close enough. The answer we were looking for is what is transportation?
Yay.
Yay. That's why I have a Tesla or two.
Excellent. All right, Ellen, go ahead and choose our next question.
Carbon footprint 400.
400?
100
Yes.
or 400?
400.
All right. This country is the largest cumulative emitter of carbon dioxide on the planet.
The Way Things Are.
United States.
Ding, ding, ding. Yes, indeed, we are. It's so funny that it gives you the points one at a time. Go right ahead and choose our next question.
Okay, how about building and energy for 100?
The type of light bulb you should be using on your Brisbane star.
We have Pinchy Place.
What is LED?
Correct.
Thanks.
Right, go ahead and choose our next question.
How about building and energy for 200?
Look for this logo on appliances for energy efficiency.
We have The Way Things Are.
Energy Star.
In the form of a question.
My teammate answered for the team.
What is, except you muted first. What is Energy Star?
Correct.
Thank God I have a teammate. Okay, what are we gonna pick for our category next?
Let's just do climate impacts for maybe 100 to test the category.
Okay, climate impact for 100.
Climate-driven disasters in 2017, 18, and 20 in California that caused carbon emission spikes equal to those of cars.
Ellen.
What are wildfires?
Correct.
Everybody knew that one.
Sadly. Buildings and energy for 300.
Our local clean energy provider, alternative to PG&E.
Pinchy Place.
That would be Peninsula Clean Energy.
What
What is Peninsula Clean Energy?
Good catch.
Correct. The hardest part, right? Remembering to make it a question.
We're missing that buzzer sound.
No. All right, Pinchy Place, go ahead with the selection of our next category.
Let's go buildings and energy for 400.
Right. An inspection used to create an energy profile for a building with recommendations for energy savings.
We've got Kelly.
Title 21. I don't know if it's different where you are. Oh, I'm gonna have the worst score.
Pinchy Place.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, what is a thermal audit?
Ooh, I think I'm gonna give you that. We had what is an energy audit, but audit is the key phrase there. I think we were looking for. So thermal audit is certainly a common part of an energy audit.
All right, we're gonna finish out buildings and energy for 500.
All right. A new statewide and local program requiring commercial building owners to track and report energy use every year.
Looking for our committee to know this one. We've got the way things are.
What is lead?
I'm sorry, that's not what we're looking for.
Anyone else?
Inform us.
All right.
Oh, we've got what
we're looking for is benchmarking, or what is a benchmarking program? Our local program is actually called the Building Efficiency Program, but it is an example.
Coyote Bush pinged in, but I didn't catch it, so I'm not sure. Anyways.
Sorry about that.
All right, I guess that's back to us then. Let's go natural environment for 200.
Hang on. Wait.
Floating mass of plastic the size of Texas in the Pacific Ocean.
We have Shauna. Shauna, can you come on mute?
What is the Pacific Gyre or the garbage patch?
Correct. Sorry, I never know what direction people are on the teams here. It doesn't show me everybody all at once. Shauna, go ahead and select our next question.
Natural environments for 400.
Species reaction to warming climate or habitat destruction.
Shauna again.
Extinction.
What, and with the form of a question?
Oh, what is extinction?
Correct. There are actually two possible answers here, either migration or death/extinction. Okay.
Natural environments for 500.
Term for the reflective quality of a surface, such as ocean water or ice.
We have Pinchy Place buzzing in.
What is albedo?
That is correct.
Let's go natural environment for 300.
This killed salmon and mussels and made crab toxic in the Pacific Ocean in the summer of 2019.
We have Shauna again.
What is the red tide?
You need more specifics?
Glenn, I'm gonna defer to you. Would you accept that?
You asking me?
Yeah.
No, it was.
Don't tell the answer. Don't tell the answer if you don't accept it. The way things are.
What is mercury?
Uh-oh.
Mary.
What is algae?
Nobody else has buzzed in. Anyone else?
Sorry, I'm a little behind on the.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So we were looking for the blob, as it was nicknamed. The water was abnormally warm that summer, and it caused a lot of salmon and mussels to die, and it also made crab toxic due to something called domoic acid.
Yeah, the direct effect was heat, and it actually cooked mussels in their shells on the Pacific coast. And then it also caused algal blooms, which poisoned other things.
Oh, it's algae.
Next, so we started with Shauna. Next category.
Carbon footprint for 100.
The most carbon intensive form of travel.
We have Coyote Bush.
What is air travel?
Correct.
We're still in the minoids though.
All right, go ahead and pick our next question.
So let's see. Climate impacts for 200.
An event in which the utility preemptively shuts off electricity to avoid a fire.
What? Did I say it?
We've got Pinchy Place.
What is a rolling blackout?
Oh, they're not that.
Yeah, I was like, why are you?
That is not actually the term we are looking for.
We have Coyote Bush.
What is a brownout?
No.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Nope. Mary.
I'll try. I don't know. What is a power outage?
It is a power outage, but it
Really?
has a specific name of a program. I think you Brisbane folks just haven't been hit with one of these yet, or you would certainly know it. Everybody on the coast side, I bet, could answer
The
this.
Sonoma people should know this one.
Yeah. Oh,
Kelly buzzed in. You're mute. You're on mute, luckily.
What is PSP?
Oh, I think I'm gonna. You're so close. I think I've got to give it to you. You got one more letter, a PSPS, or a public safety power shutoff. This is where PG&E or other utilities in the state preemptively shut off power, specifically to avoid a catastrophic wildfire.
Oh, I missed that because I thought it was preemptive shut off of power.
You have the acronym in the ballpark.
Sort of.
PSPS gets thrown out there a lot, at least. I seem to see it a lot lately. Go ahead and choose our next category.
What is solutions for 300?
The 3 best ways to lower environmental impact in descending order.
You have Pinchy Place.
Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Oh, what is reduce, reuse, and recycle?
Nice save. That is correct.
I see a clipper car in your future, Pinchy Place.
Oh, woo! Apparently I need to gamble more. Let's go solutions for 200.
Right. An antidote for eco-anxiety.
And next.
Is that a 200? That was a hard one. Ding, 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 ding. Waiting for a buzzer. No, no one's buzzing.
Oh, Beth, I think you know this.
Or Coyote Bush?
Yeah, activism. What is activism?
That is correct. What is activism, or what is taking action?
Not Xanax.
Zero.
You get to choose. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got to give other people clues now too, Adrian.
All
I
right.
just said I think she knows this.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a little bit of a clue.
Carbon footprint for 200.
Most carbon intense foods.
Yeah, the way things are.
What is meat? Or do we have to be more specific?
Correct. Nope. That's what we were looking for.
And remember, if you really know it, you don't type your name, you can just type gibberish to buzz in. Because I can see your name on the top of the chat.
We like redundancy. How about climate impacts for 300?
A category of disease made more likely as climate changes habitat.
Respiratory?
We can hear you. We've got Ellen.
What is cancer? Uh-oh.
Got Kelly.
What is asthma?
That's not correct, but sorry, I'm behind on my.
Kinchy Place.
We just say, what is animal-borne pathogens, viruses?
Ooh. Yes, that is correct, but hang on a second. Who was I?
That's right.
That's interesting.
Zoonotic.
There we go. Zoonotic is the
Proper term for that.
yeah, the specific term for it, but animal to human disease transfer expected to become more likely due to migration or destruction of habitat, and COVID is a prime example of that.
All right, let's go to solutions for 400.
Right. Proposed federal legislation to combat climate change and create jobs.
We've got Coyote Bush.
Oh, okay. What is the Green New Deal?
You know, that's not the answer we have, but I feel like we can accept that answer because it is also a federal proposal to combat climate change and create jobs. So I'm going to take it, but the actual answer that we had in mind is the American Jobs Act, aka President Biden's infrastructure plan. But the Green New Deal is also an example of that. So down to just a few tough ones.
What is Coyote?
Okay. Climate impacts for 400.
Persistent worries about the future of the earth and the life it shelters.
We have Ellen buzzing in first.
What is eco-anxiety?
Correct.
I didn't know that until the previous question, so. Angst, ooh. Okay, carbon footprint for 500.
19.6 pounds of carbon dioxide.
What are you buzzing in? Maybe a clue?
Okay.
A clue without giving it away entirely. is emitted by doing something very common.
Okay, we got a couple. We've got Coyote Bush.
What is daily human emissions?
Fortunately, that is not correct.
Yeah, we're negative again.
That's a great guess.
We have Shauna.
What are cow emissions? Methane in particular.
Sorry, that's not what we're looking for.
And we have The Way Things Are.
What are the emissions for 1 mile of driving?
Ooh.
Not quite.
Daily driving emissions? What are daily driving emissions?
That's so close, but I think I'm gonna have to say no on that. I'm getting a look from Glenn.
Oh, judge.
I'm tempted to call that one a wash and not take the points away or give them because it's so close. But
If anybody
do you
else
have any
wants
other
to go.
answers?
Kelly wants to give it a crack.
What is driving with 1 gallon of gas, or just whatever it would take for 1 gallon of gas?
I'm gonna say that is correct. What is produced by burning 1 gallon of gasoline? That was a tough one.
It was confusing because the car answer before that was pretty good.
Choose a category.
How about global for 400?
Swedish activist internationally known for inspiring the youth climate movement.
Coyote Bush. Everybody knows this.
Who is Greta Thunberg?
Correct.
All right. That would be global for 500.
Tied for the hottest year ever recorded on Earth.
We have The Way Things Are.
2020?
What is 20?
What is 2020?
That is correct. We would accept either of the 2 years that were tied. The other was being 2016.
Was it me?
All right, last 2.
Way Things Are chooses.
Solutions for 500.
A unit of energy that is avoided through conservation.
Ding, ding, ding. No one's buzzed in yet. These are the toughies. Okay, nope. Clue of some type? No clue.
We were looking for what is a megawatt?
Oh, sorry, Coyote Bush buzzed in, but it already
Yeah.
switched over.
She's a liar.
Oh, you said megawatt.
No. She's a liar.
Okay, never mind.
Climate impacts for 500 is last on the board.
That is the last one. All right, another name for the current period of extreme biodiversity loss.
Shanna.
What is the Anthropocene? Or the
Glenn, would you accept that?
maybe not.
No, no,
No.
I'm in a rigorous mood. No.
We have Pinchy Place.
We're gonna guess, what is the great die-off?
Close.
Do we have other, we don't have any other responses currently. I think it's close enough, yeah? Glenn?
Yeah.
All right.
Which great die-off is it, though?
Oh, well, that would be the 6th.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So let me see here how I close this out.
Well done.
She plays.
Yay.
Are you letting people play a bonus round, or was that just for a tie?
Yeah, we thought we got to bet the farm and do, lose it all in Final Jeopardy.
Yeah, where was the daily double?
I know.
There's no daily double in this platform, unfortunately. Sorry. And I don't think I can make the music stop until I close this. So I'm going to just go ahead and stop the share at that point.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. It is 7:40 at this point. Our bonus round was going to be a shorter round. Do folks want to play another round? It's a three category round.
Or was that painful enough for everyone?
Is that good painful or bad painful? Do you want to do more?
Vote in the chat.
Sure, we'll play.
Oh, I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
Bonus. One yes. Anyone else? Sure. Bonus. Okay. Looks like we have at least 3 that want to play. I guess you could offer the people the chance to play or not play.
So
Is anybody going to leave? Should we do the little talk in case anyone's going to drop out and then do the bonus round, or?
They were good questions.
I think if folks want to do the bonus round, let's go ahead and do it. And if you are not interested in playing the bonus round, let me know, because I can adjust who is on our teams. I'm going to go ahead and start entering the bonus round teams now. So it sounds like Kelly is dropping off. All the others continuing. All right.
Thanks for joining, Kelly.
You're welcome. It was fun.
Glad to have you.
I'll see you in a few days.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Hey.
Oh, another cat visit. Is that an orange tabby also? Anybody else want to show their pets in between?
Okay. Let's see here. Today's bonus categories. Oops. You're not seeing my screen yet, are you?
Nope. No, and we're hearing a weird buzzing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some weird hiss going on.
Better not be a leaf blower.
I think it's just my computer thinking really hard because I have so much going on here. Sorry about that. I'll see if I can try to drop my
There, it went away.
kill my background noise a little bit here.
It went away. It's
So
gone now.
yeah, sorry about that.
Nyla, are you going to choose who goes first for the bonus round as well?
Yes, so that's right. How about Ellen?
Okay,
Did you?
thanks. I'll pick water for 100.
Simple device to save precipitation for later use in your garden.
We have coyote bush buzzing in first.
What is a rain barrel?
Correct.
Let's see. Waste for 100.
A nutrient-rich material made of decomposed, unused food and/or yard waste.
Ellen buzzed in first.
What is compost?
That is correct.
Waste for 200, please.
Name of a rapidly renewable material commonly found in your home. I'll give you a hint. There are multiple potential answers here that we will accept.
Finchley Place.
What is bamboo?
That was one on our list. Other options that we had are cork and straw.
Next category. At Finchley Place.
Yeah, sorry about that. Let's go to more carbon footprints for 500.
Whoa.
Woo!
All right, jumping right to the top. The average US lifestyle requires this many planets to support.
And for someone to buzz. We have The Way Things Are.
What is 3 planets?
Hurry, no.
We have nobody. Anyone else?
Nobody wants to take a guess?
Mary. Mary chimed in.
Oops. What is 4 planets?
Anyone else? Any clues you can offer? It's more than 4.
More than 4.
The way things are get too wrong?
Huh?
Did the way things are, did they get too wrong?
Yeah, I think it's doubling up because I only answered 1 wrong.
Oh, that's funny because on my screen I see minus 500 for both of them.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder if I can fix that somehow.
Your own tallies on the side and you can contest the result.
Oh, wait, did it fix it now?
Yes,
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah.
In the meantime, no one else has buzzed in. Anybody else think they know the answer? Had time to Google it on the side.
All right, very honest participants.
Wait, we have Shanna. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
The answer is what is 5 planets?
ah,
Okay, I apparently overestimated all of us there. let's go for a waste for 300.
One of the two common container materials that can be recycled indefinitely.
We have Ellen buzzing in.
What is aluminum? Or aluminium, if anybody's from across the pond.
Yes, the other is glass.
So Ellen chooses.
Waste for whatever's next, 400.
Right. This decomposition byproduct has 86 times the global warming potential as CO2.
Pinchy Place buzzed in.
What is methane?
Correct.
Get to
Oh, yeah. Now let's go water for 200.
Landscaping that uses little or no water.
Oh, sorry, Shauna.
What is xeriscape?
Correct. We weren't sure if anybody would get that term, so we would have also accepted drought tolerant. Go ahead and choose our next question, Shauna.
Waste for 500.
The new California law, SB 1383, includes this focus on commercial edible food generators to reduce waste and emissions.
Waiting for someone to buzz in. Maybe they need a little clue.
All right, a clue. What would you hope commercial edible food generators would do with excess food?
We have Pinchy Place buzzing in.
What is composting? Waste?
No, I'm sorry.
We have Ellen buzzing in after.
What is donation?
I'm gonna say yes on that one. The law actually requires food recovery or donation of edible food to keep it from turning into methane in the landfill or even in compost. Edible food for people. Ellen.
Water for 300.
This type of agriculture uses up to 70% less water to grow food.
And we have Ellen again.
What is hydroponic?
I think we'll take that. Yeah, Barbara, this was your question.
I actually don't know about that. I don't know if hydroponics uses that much less water.
I thought that was an I'm gonna say I think that is an acceptable answer. I think you are correct that it is a very high percentage. Go ahead with our next question.
Water for 400.
2/3 of the world's fresh water is locked up in these sources.
We have Shauna.
What are the polar ice caps?
I'm going to give it to you. We were looking for what is ice and glaciers.
But take note, the host is getting more generous with the answers.
I just Googled and hydroponics is an acceptable answer.
I thought so.
All right.
Excellent.
So Shauna, choose the category.
Water for 500.
This negative effect is caused by excess carbon dioxide dissolving in the ocean.
We already have Pinchy Place buzzing in.
What is acidification?
Exactly. Excellent. Right.
Oh, let's go more carbon footprints for 300.
This country is the largest annual emitter of carbon dioxide on the planet.
You have Ellen already buzzed in.
What is China?
Correct.
Keep reading the questions.
400.
Primary way to reduce methane production of landfills.
Anybody willing to take a guess? No one's buzzed in yet. We have the way things are. Buzzing in.
What is methane capture or methane resale?
That was not what we were going for. Although
It doesn't really reduce production of methane.
yeah.
Sorry, Greg.
We have Pinchy Place buzzing in. Second.
I'm gonna say turnover. Oh, sorry. What is turnover or aeration?
I think that's close enough.
You say yes?
I say yes, but
It's not the one we had in mind, but it is correct.
All right, all right. I'm going with, all right, that was Pinchy Place, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I think you guys actually gave this answer earlier. We were looking for what is composting to keep the
organics diversion.
Organics out of the landfill in the first place. So go ahead and choose your value.
I was going for the less stinky aerobic composting than the anaerobic. Let's go with 200.
Conveyance and treatment of this life-giving substance uses 20% of statewide electricity.
Sorry, we have the way things are.
What is water?
That is correct. All right, last question. The most energy efficient mode of motorized travel.
Coyote Bush. Go first.
What is mass transit?
Correct.
$100.
All right.
We did okay.
Looks like this round, our winner was Ellen.
Yay, me.
Congratulations.
Yay, chemists.
All right, everyone. Good. Good. Damn, some really good answers.
Well, I
Yeah,
learned some
you guys
things.
rocked
Thank you.
it. That was we're really impressed with our community and their knowledge.
Yeah,
I think
for
we
sure.
I think we learned that some questions were tougher than we anticipated.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to talk about one of those in the wind up. Should I go ahead and do that?
Yeah, go right ahead. I'm gonna just let us stay in gallery view here for a minute while we have a little wrap up discussion.
Okay, well, first of all, thanks everybody for coming. We're really glad that you came. We had a good time. We hope you had a good time too. We are really lucky to have with us a Climate Corps fellow, and that is Nyla Kusar. And so I'd like her to talk a little bit more about herself. We'll start our wind up with that. She has been working with Adrian and also with Karen and Bob of Public Works on the rollout of our building energy efficiency ordinance, which the Open Space Committee spent, I don't know how many meetings, dozens of meetings on. What was it? When did we start on it? It's like 2018, I think. And it's finally here, and Nyla has been working on it with Adrian and Karen and Bob. And so we're really glad to have her, and I would like to ask her to tell us a little bit about herself, beginning with where she lives and where she went to school and what she studied while she was there. So Nyla, take it away.
Yeah, it's quite the loaded question there. So right now I am living in Los Angeles, but I am born and raised in Florida. I actually moved to California to go to school, and I ended up majoring in international relations with an emphasis in global business.
Great. And what got you interested?
I worked at a startup actually.
You broke up there a little bit, Nyla. Could you repeat what you just said?
What got me interested?
Yeah, what got you interested in climate change and in this Climate Corps fellowship?
Yeah, so I started off just doing community projects. I think for me, I had a passion for service, and I just wanted to serve the community very simply. And I was most connected to the environment. I think I'd spend a lot of time outdoors. I was a tree hugger, if you will, and I would just kind of like wander around outdoors. And so it was very natural for me to become more active within the environmental space. So in terms of, climate change, I think it was just very natural to want to protect something that you love so much.
Great, thank you. So I want to turn to Adrian now and ask her just to say a few words about the building energy efficiency ordinance, and then Nyla can tell us what she's been doing to help with the rollout. So go ahead, Adrian.
Sure, thanks, Glenn. So as you noted, we've been working on this for a long time, and the ordinance was passed by City Council at the end of 2019 to create the Brisbane Building Efficiency Program. And what the program does is requires commercial, industrial, and multifamily buildings larger than 10,000 square feet to start benchmarking their buildings and reporting their energy and water use through Energy Star Portfolio Manager to the city. And in the next couple of years after the annual benchmarking reports, we will begin to have requirements that they either demonstrate their buildings are high performance or begin to make some changes to improve their buildings. So we're really hoping that this will help to lower our carbon footprints from our existing buildings. Those commercial buildings represent about 30% of the city's carbon footprint and are a really stubborn sector for us to address. So we're hoping to reduce our emissions, but also, save the building owners some money on their energy bills and help them be more efficient and resilient in the future.
Great. So Nyla, what are you doing as far as helping with the building efficiency program?
Yes, so I help to support building representatives to comply with the program requirements. So in supporting resources and answering their questions. Benchmarking can be a little confusing for first timers, and some folks just need, to be pointed in the right direction or some extra assurance to get onto the right track. So my role is to make sure they get there. Currently, this involves, website updates, a lot of phone calls, and some, or I would say most representatives are aware of the program and the compliance deadline. Most people are really interested and open to hear more about the program and are willing to comply once they're aware of everything that's going on. And then one time I actually had a conversation and it ended with the building owner asking if I wanted to go fishing. So I almost took him up on it. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Do I want to go fishing? But day to day, I answer phone calls, emails, compliance review reports. Not too many reports actually have come in yet. But as the compliance deadline approaches on May 15th, we expect that it will pick up. Understanding energy and water use in these reports is all it's really about. So I'm excited to see how local buildings are doing and try to identify ones that we can help and save energy and money in the future.
Thank you. We are really glad to have your help with this. So thanks a lot. Nyla is also working on another project with the Open Space Committee Climate Action Plan Subcommittee. And she's been working especially with Barbara, who's here. They're working on drafting a declaration of climate emergency, which we will present when it's finished to the Brisbane City Council. A lot of cities in California have been passing these declarations. And the purpose of them is basically to call the attention of the general public and also policymakers from around the state and around the country to the fact that this really is an emergency. And the reason it's an emergency gets us back to that question, which nobody got right in the first round of Climate Jeopardy, which is how much do we have to reduce our carbon emissions by 2050? And the answer is 100%, or basically net zero, is how they're expressing it. And the reason for that is that carbon dioxide piles up in the atmosphere. It accumulates up there. So whatever carbon dioxide we emit today is going to add to the carbon dioxide that is already up there. And while it's up there, it is trapping heat. And to keep us from overshooting that 1.5 degrees Celsius threshold, which is the maximum temperature increase at which scientists think we have a reasonable chance of being safe. And there's a reason that I said it that way, because nobody really knows what the effects of a given amount of temperature rise will be on ecosystems and sea level rise. And so far, the news we have on that is not good. We've gone up above pre-industrial temperatures by about 1 degree Celsius so far. And everything you read in the science press and the press that covers climate change says, oh, scientists were so surprised that we're seeing this amount of ice melt on Greenland, for example. Oh, scientists are surprised that the impacts on species are as severe as they are. So 1.5 degrees Celsius is, what scientists think we still may be able to reach if we try really hard. That has a pretty good chance of keeping some semblance of the world we know with us. And in order to keep from blowing through that temperature threshold, we need to stop the accumulation of carbon in the atmosphere almost immediately. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, which is the body that summarizes, they have a hard job. They summarize all the recent science, climate science, biology, and they try to, read it all and synthesize its findings into a form that is digestible to policymakers and the public. They issued a report in the fall of 2018 that said, basically, we have 10 years to bend our emissions curve sharply down. We need to reduce by half by 2030 and zero it out by 2050 to have a chance of keeping the temperature increase below 1.5 degrees. And one of the things they did in that report was to point out that even an additional 0.5 degree Celsius, so say we warmed up by 2 degrees, could have really catastrophic consequences, such as the loss of pretty much all coral reefs and all of their inhabitants, water stress affecting people all over the world, you know, all kinds of hell and high water, to borrow a term from Joe Rome, who was one of the first climate change authors for writing for the public. So it really is an emergency. We have very little time to change the way that we do things almost across the board. So, you know, a lot of the things that need to be done at the state level, and even more than that at the federal level and the global level. But we in Brisbane can do our bit, and we've decided that one of the things that we could do as part of our bit is to declare a climate emergency. So Nyla's been working on that, and we're glad to have her help. Barbara, Nyla, does either of you want to say anything about that further?
Well, it's a document of intention. We're working on seeing how much tangible stuff we can put into it, but the main thrust is typically to be a document of intention, sort of like a pledge to the public and future generations and to ourselves, and to hold our own feet to the fire and see that we take these actions, because zero by 2050 leaves us on a very, very steep trajectory downward. And those gains, or the temporary reduction we had as a result of COVID, is rapidly disappearing. We're going to be back to business as usual in no time. And that's very frightening. So we're doing our best to make a plan to accelerate the decarbonization of our city.
And if you have an idea or an inspiration or a suggestion or a question, we'd love to hear it. We always take public comment at meetings of the Open Space Committee. These meetings are announced ahead of time, and you're always welcome to come and ask us questions or make suggestions about, you know, ideas that you have to kind of squeeze carbon out wherever we can find it. So we would love to have you. And Adrienne is going to put her contact information, I think, in a slide. So you can also get in touch with her and Nyla about the building energy efficiency program if you've got any questions about that. Okay, did I leave anything out? Thanks again for coming, everybody.
Yeah. You all did marvelously. You were so impressive. I mean, some of those questions were really hard.
Yep, they were.
Thanks. It was fun. It's nice to meet people.
Thank you guys. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for putting it together.
Thanks, and happy Earth Day.
See you soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
So I would just note that, and I think everybody that doesn't already have it just dropped off. So I think we can go ahead to our next item.
Okay, which is calendar items.
Oh.
So hopefully you're seeing actual presentation mode now.
Yeah.
Sorry, my controls are being very screwy today.
There you go.
Okey-doke.
So just wanted to note on the calendar items that we are hoping to bring that climate emergency declaration to the committee next month. We also have our promotion for the Recycled Arts and Crafts contest in the forthcoming STAR article, or STAR edition, and go ahead and put that up on the screen as well. So I know we wanted to launch the second annual Arts and Crafts contests for Earth Day. So here it is.
Great.
But we should have had that in the intro too.
Yeah, I should have put some of these things in the beginning, I guess. Did we have any other questions or comments? I think that was pretty much the end of our agenda, or all I had on the calendar at least.
Do we have the ability to point folks to the 2020 winners of the Recycled Art Contest?
We do have on the webpage, there is
Okay.
a link to the page about the 2020 contest.
Okay.
It has all of the winner information and actually has a gallery of all of the submissions, I believe.
Perfect. Great.
I just want to bring up, Caroline clarified that the library is opening tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 to 5 p.m. and it'll be open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Oh, great.
We can actually go in.
What I thought I read is they're trying to manage the number of people going in, so maybe choose your time so that you're not having to queue up outside, I guess. Everybody wants to see it right off the bat.
So by appointment, it sounds like.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I just got the times.
That's cool though.
Thank you.
Does anybody know what happened to Michelle?
Tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently she had a migraine or getting a migraine.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for preparing climate change, climate Jeopardy.
Thanks. Did
We
we,
saw-
did our meeting times, no, that didn't make it on the agenda, huh?
What's that?
Our next meeting is May 19th,
Yay.
6:30.
So I did just want to note, I've had a couple of people ask about adding items to the agenda. Normally we have a standing item for chair and committee member matters. We kind of streamlined our agenda this time and didn't include that since we were having the Climate Jeopardy event. But if you have suggestions for agenda items, you can generally bring them up there or you can send them to the chair. The chair can request additions to the agenda, though we do need that at least a week before the meeting so that we can put them on the agenda and get it posted.
I think I asked for the one 2 months ago, so.
Yeah, that's
Send
right.
it
You
in.
did request something, yeah. Okay,
Move to adjourn?
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for preparing all this.
Happy Earth
Thank
Day,
you.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay,
Happy Earth Day.
Take care.
Everyone.
take care.
Good night.
Yep. You
Good
guys.
night.
Bob, I will email you my address. I keep forgetting to do that.
All right, sounds good. I'll get you your book.
Thank you.